The silver fern, a little symbol with so much meaning. It's not just something we wear, it's who we are. The fern connects our warriors from yesterday with our athletes of today, for it's been with us from the beginning. Once used by great warriors to navigate the ancient forests of Aotearoa, it's since been used to inspire our great warriors around the world. The fern, once used to guide us, now unites us. The New Zealand team.
Kia ora guys, I'm DJ Forbes, former New Zealand Rugby Sevens player, Olympian and Commonwealth Games athlete. I hope you enjoyed hearing a little bit about the silver fern and the meaning behind the New Zealand team. This year our athletes were supposed to be going to the Tokyo Olympics in Japan, but they'll be postponed to 2021. Dealing with the postponement has been tricky for some of our athletes. We know you guys have faced some challenging times with the cancellation of AIMS Games and the remote learning you've been doing during lockdown, so we thought we'd bring our athletes together to give you some helpful advice and some tips along the way.
My name's Caitlin Ryan, I'm a sprint kayaker and my Olympian number is 1345.
Hi, I'm Alexis Pritchard, Olympian number 1196, and I competed at the London Olympics for boxing.
My name is Liti and I'm a weightlifter.
I'm Jesse, and I got a question for you. How overwhelming is it to score a goal or play amazingly well and have all the attention focused just on you?
So Jesse, yeah, it's totally overwhelming and you feel so much pride and joy when you perform well, and then the attention on you afterwards actually feels quite nice. Well, it felt nice for me to be praised and given high fives. So in those particular moments, it's big, but it feels nice. I think the important thing to do after those big emotional moments is actually to go away and have some quiet time to bring everything back down to a level playing field, bring yourself back down to the ground so that you can reset to play again or perform again the next day.
Hi, my name is Tanya. What scares you the most about the Olympics and how do you get over it?
Thanks for that question, Khan. For the Olympics, I think being able to perform at my peak, at my best, in front of thousands of people is what really makes me nervous. You know, being nervous is normal for people, and I'm one of those people who get scared in front of a lot of people, but I compete with pressure and hope for the best.
Probably one of the biggest fears as an athlete is, failure. In terms of rugby, we're a proud rugby nation, and there's always that expectation to win. I think for us and for me, it was just trying to appreciate that I could only control what I could control. So just going out there, having fun, doing the best I could do, regardless of result, and not putting all the emphasis on winning or coming back with that gold medals. Really just trying to go out there and give it my best and do my family and my friends and everyone else proud.
My name's Edison, and this is my question. How do you cope with people that put you down?
Oh, that's a tough question, Edison. I don't actually. I either ignore it or I take it in and I prove them wrong.
How do you balance sports and friends, and what motivates you to keep going when it's hard?
For me, when I talk about my values and my purpose, and my support system, my friends and my family are a huge part of that. When I think about how I manage myself, my sport and my life, I think about what picture I draw, and for me it's having a life outside of being an athlete. My friends are important to me, my relationships are important, and so I always make time for those people in my life because that's really important, and they're always going to be there whether you're performing at sport, whether you're not, and so it's really important to keep those connections.
Well, it's important for your friends to understand that your sport's important to you. And if they understand that, then I think it will just be open conversations of, hey mate, I'm going to training and I'll see you later. I know I can't come to your movie night. I really do value our friendship, and they'll understand.
Hi, I'm Mahi. What was the most rewarding part of Olympics?
So the most rewarding things for me is the way that sports has changed me to be a better person, the way it's helped me sharpen my mental game, the way it's helped me travel the world, because that's something I've always wanted to do in my life. And sports is fun. Competition is, something that we love to do, and it's natural for us.
I think for me, after racing in Rio, the most rewarding part was finishing my race and celebrating with my teammates. We had been through a really huge process together to get to the Olympics, and to finish and get out of the boat and give each other a hug and celebrate together the work that we've put in is probably the most amazing feeling. So, you know, if you're in a team sport, and even if you're in an individual sport, your coaches, your support system, finishing and seeing those people is so special, I think.
The most rewarding part of probably my Olympic experience was being there. I know I played rugby sevens for a long time, and rugby sevens was a new addition to the Olympics. So for me, being one of the old heads, still wanting to prove my worth at I think a tender age of about mid-30s, that was a proud achievement. So really rewarding for me as an athlete to be competing, I guess, with the best in the world.
Hi, I'm Aria. Is it stressful to be an Olympian? And what was the hardest challenge you faced while becoming an Olympian?
I think it is stressful, but it's also an honour. So I think when I think about being an Olympian, there is the pressure to perform and be a role model and do things that are right for our community, our sport. But I think on top of everything, it's an honour to be able to represent our nation, be able to start on a start line and wear the fern. And for me, it's probably more of an honour than a fear. But I think hard times always come with performance, sitting on a start line, and it's you and your team. And that's always challenging when everyone's watching.
Hi, my name is Evie. How did you become an Olympian, and how did it feel when you got into the Olympics?
Thanks for your awesome question, Evie. I became an Olympian in 2012, and it took me 12 years of hard work and consistent training at my sport of boxing to become an Olympian. And then there were competitions that I had to go to all around the world to qualify. It's quite a process. It takes a lot of dedication.
Hi, my name is Cole. What sacrifices did you have to make to get into the Olympics, and how did you manage to cope with them?
Hey Cole, great question. I think for me, I had to make a lot of sacrifices. Probably one of the hardest ones was being one of the older guys in the team and not being allowed to have ice cream with my dinner. We had a strict nutrition plan from our coach, so I was one of the guys that always had to miss out on some yummy dessert.
Do you guys have a lucky charm or something that you use to take to the Olympics? And if you do, what is it?
I don't necessarily have a lucky charm, but I'm a little superstitious. If you're not sure what that means, Google it. So for me, I don't like changing my race singlet. So I never take my number off the back of my singlet. I will wear it, and I know it sounds gross, but I cannot take that singlet and put it through the wash before racing.
Sasha, and my question is, what are 3 things you would have on an action plan if you found yourself losing passion for your Olympic sport?
Sasha, this question, I loved it. The 3 things on my list would be to make sure that I look back on my why. Why do I box? Why do I love it? So why do I play my sport? And remember those things. Number 2 is, do I have a trusted person I can speak to in these tough times that I can bounce ideas off? And then number 3, understanding why I'm feeling this way in terms of why do I feel like there is no passion at the moment? What else is going on in my life that actually might be impacting how I feel about my sport? So reflecting on all of those 3 things.
Hi, my name is Danya, and my question is, what would you be doing right now if you weren't an Olympian in training?
Thanks for the question, Danya. I think if I wasn't playing rugby sevens, I may have been a DJ. I've played a lot of sports, and people always joke about DJ the DJ. I love music. I've actually got my own DJ set at home, but I haven't updated my music. So probably the music you young kids are listening to, I probably don't have all those bangers or what's popular, but I've got a pretty wide range of some old school classics that everyone likes.
Hi, my name is Charlize. Has there ever been a race you've trained for so long and then you got an injury? How did you deal with that, and how did you feel?
Yeah, awesome question, Charlie. So for me, I actually got injured in 2015. I was training pretty hard for Olympic qualification. I was in the gym and I did a stress fracture in my rib. So I cracked my rib and I was out for 6 weeks. I got back in the boat only a month before World Cups, where we had to start our campaign overseas to qualify for the Olympics. So it was pretty hard, it was pretty painful, but it showed me that I could get through it and still perform after having 6 weeks off to recover.
Kaisha, how would you motivate kids that want to reach a goal to be an Olympian? And how do you keep up with fitness, strength and nutrition?
So Keisha, that's a two-part question. Lucky you, two answers. Firstly, I don't motivate the kids motivate themselves. So it's really important to understand that this motivation really comes from within. And for us Olympians, it's about inspiring young people to strive. And then the second part of the question, well, for me it's about what do I need to do to be the very best person on game day. So that means that I have to sleep, I have to eat well, I have to fuel my body with good stuff. So you don't put diesel in a Ferrari, you put good petrol in a Ferrari.
You're injured and your training goes backwards and your goals pre-injury are now too ambitious. How far back do you need to go to reset your goals?
So I reset my goals by putting the goals that I have put forward first to the side and then focus on rehabilitating myself and getting better. And by the time I get better, I bring back those goals and then I smash them.
Signing off! Earn the fern! Thank you for your questions, and I hope all those answers taught you a little bit about what it takes to succeed. The most important thing is being a team and supporting each other. Together we stand united and we're the fern of pride. Ko tātou te kapa o Aotearoa. We are the New Zealand team.
In ancient Aotearoa, night was no obstacle to our warriors. They looked to the silver fern to find a path, the shimmering underside reflecting moonlight, lighting the way and defying the dark. Now, as then, it is our fern that leads the way, a symbol guiding our people from darkness to light. And when ferns come together, they unite to light the way. The fern is who we are. It gives us strength. It moves us forward. That is why we wear it. Ko tātou te kapa o Aotearoa. We are the New Zealand team.